Dermot, what actually happened? Because Dad gave an account, but I don't know if it was true.
After we came back from a call, we heard this almighty ah!
And there was some profanity in there too.
There might have been.
All I heard was
Son of a bitch! I was stung.
Sam's got the photo on his phone.
Oh,
He wasn't long in saying, it's just there beside your love handle.
that was right on.
For generations, firefighters have carried the weight of bravery and sacrifice. Behind every helmet is a person, and behind every siren, a story that rarely gets told. Today, I'm sitting down with my dad, Paul. He's a veteran of the fire service, a man who's seen more than most of us could ever imagine. Together, we'll talk about what it means to serve, to endure, and to carry the memories that don't fade when the flames go out.
Okay. So the purposes of this morning's drill, with the familiarity themselves looking at fire service equipment, you have your chief's inspection coming up very soon. So it's to get a bit ready and a bit more sharp for that, and melt the rust off a wee bit. Squad, shut. Squad number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And crews of 4, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. Okay. Anthony, taking to work.
So who are you? How old are you? And where are you working?
My name's Paul Sims. I am 54 years old and I am a crew commander on Red Watch Bangor in the Northern Ireland Fire and Rescue Service. I have just finished my 29th year. I've started my final year in the service. I'm due to retire on the 3rd of February 2027 and I'm not really looking forward to it.
Why is that?
This job's all I've known for the last 29 years of my life. I love it. I get a lot of satisfaction out of it. It's good fun. It has its moments. But I really enjoy the people I work with. And I'll just be very sad to leave and move on.
Yeah, stand just there so you can see your face.
No,
So it looks like I'm interacting with you. Stand there.
I'll just pretend to talk to them.
No.
Sims, you're going crazy. Why are you talking to the door?
I work with Dex, by the way.
That's staying on.
What was it like walking in there as a rookie?
Daunting. It was scary because you're going into an environment where you really know nothing about the job despite the training. You're a fresh face. You know that you're going to get a lot of stick and banter. And you need to learn a lot about the job that you've just taken on. So yeah, it's scary, but it was exciting. You know, it's good.
And you have 5 months then?
Right there.
No, you give us a show. It's all set up, check.
No, we have to watch you setting it up.
I'm seeing every week there.
No, but that's what I'm
Oh, I mean, yes.
He's got to talk us through.
Oh, yes. Yes, we will watch you set it up. All right.
Who you're working with these days on set?
So here in Bangor, I'm on Red Watch. We have a crew of 7. I'm the crew commander. The watch commander is Graham Dorian. And then we've got 5 firefighters. Earl McGee, Dermot McCarthy, Paul McKnight, they're the older hands. And then we have a probationer who is Sam Black, who's 28.
Would you say your colleagues are like brothers to you?
Very much so. Brotherhood / sisterhood. We do have girls in the job as well, so we're very close. You know, and you do build up a great bond and relationship with them because you rely on them for your own safety and they rely on you. You know, it's a tight-knit group, and it needs to be that way because when you're working as closely as we do, we're on the fire station 48 hours a week.
Wheelie bin?
the guys that I work with, I have to trust them with my life, and they're just not just colleagues, but they're family.
Fire Control Echo 2302, stop message for Horn Drive. This is one quantity of rubbish on fire. One hose reel jet in use, cause determined as delivered. Over.
Dad, tell me about your friend Niall.
I met Niall Hamilton when I first joined the job back in 1997. He was on my watch, Green Watch in Knock, and we became very good friends actually very quickly. We were friends inside and outside of work. Niall was a party guy, loved life, loved living. Loved going out and having a bit of a laugh. Tormented the life out of me as a new recruit. I got more than a couple of soakings from him, but we bonded really quickly. We went on holiday together. He came to my wedding. I went to his, and we enjoyed each other's company an awful lot. And life was good. We kept in touch, even though he lived quite a bit further away. And unfortunately, in 2014, I woke up one morning to a phone call to tell me that Niall had died at a call in Lurgan. He had been fighting a car fire, and for reasons still not overly clear, he dropped dead at the call. And despite having trained first aiders with him, and despite not being too far away from Craigavon Area Hospital, his fellow firefighters couldn't save him. And it left a massive hole in my life and the life of many people in the fire service. He was a big personality, somebody who everybody loved and respected. And when we attended his funeral a week later, I've never seen a more poignant tribute to a man universally respected and loved. There were literally hundreds and hundreds of firefighters in their full dress uniform lining the road up to the church. I would say there was maybe 500 people at that funeral. He just loved life, and he is so sorely missed by me and obviously his family and lots of his friends. He leaves a legacy of two older sons now, because that happened 12 years ago. And he was just somebody who you could never enjoy not being with.
So there, basically there's couplers, there's no screws or anything like that with them. It just pops straight on, so they're quick to work. Into the Bartec.
As part of Sam's development, he's going to talk us through a number of pieces of equipment for his 3-yearly probation exam, which is coming up next month.
I think my big one was I remember like these on top of each other side by side, underwater, quick to inflate, low noise, all that sort of shit. You know what I mean? Learn all those.
So when you're testing it,
I'm Sam Black. I've been a firefighter for 3 years now.
What was the sell for going into the fire service?
For me, I left school at 17. From being a kid, I've always wanted to be a firefighter, and then I just didn't think it was realistic to start with. I left school at 17. I applied when I was 18, didn't get in, and then I started work at age 17 in a call centre for a bank, doing an office job and realised it was definitely not for me. And then fire service came out. The application process for it doesn't come out all that often. It was at that time it was sort of every 3 years it was coming out. So I applied for it then when I was 23, and then started when I was 25. So yeah.
What's it like working with my dad?
Do you want the honest answer?
Absolutely.
Or will he see this? No. Sims is great. It keeps us on our toes and he's entertaining. I mean, he's got 28 years of experience to draw off. So going to calls and stuff, there's very little he hasn't seen or seen something similar to. So he has plenty of experience to draw off that then I can learn from, which I find is probably one of the best ways to learn.
Every day is a funny memory with Sam. He's like a grandfather in a young man's body. He loves dad jokes. He's always telling wisecracks. He's always poking me and tickling me, which he knows I hate, so he takes great delight in doing it.
Oh, we can't wait. We've all got countdown. It's down to what, 340 odd days?
Oh, less than that now. Less than that. I would say I'm down to just over 10 months.
Enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting day.
That will be a very emotional day, I fear.
Yeah.
And
big party after he goes, certainly. Yeah.
All your final thoughts after 28 years?
after 29 years in this job, it leaves you with a lot of memories, a lot of good, some not so good, some really bad. And I will be leaving this job having made loads of friends who I would think I'd probably be able to count on for life. I'm very grateful for what this job has given me over the years. You know, a good home, stable income. Yeah, I will miss this job. It's been 29, 30 years that I've gone in a heartbeat. And blink and you miss it.